That free $300 bank bonus, it can vanish faster than you think thanks to sneaky fees, missed requirements, or one wrong move that gets you blacklisted from future offers. In the last episode, we covered the basics of bank bonus churning, what it is, where to find the best deals, and exactly how to grab your first bonus without a hitch. If you haven't watched or listened, go check it out, then come back here, because earning the bonus is only half of the story. In this episode, we're digging into the fine print. I'll show you the most common mistakes that can cost you money or even get you banned from future offers and how to avoid all of them. But we're not stopping at what not to do. After that, I'll also share advanced strategies that seasoned churners use to earn thousands of dollars per year with minimal effort. If you've ever wondered how people are turning bank marketing budgets into a full-on side hustle, I'll show you how it's done. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, and the info I share here is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research or chat with a professional before making any big financial decisions. Ready to make some free money? Let's go.
Welcome to your Money on Easy mode with Damien.
That $300 bank bonus isn't worth it if you accidentally lose it to hidden fees or get blacklisted from future offers altogether. Yes, bank churning can be free money, but only if you know where the landmines are. Before you go and open 20 accounts at once, let's pump the brakes and talk about the potential downsides. Chasing bank bonuses is generally safe and it's legal, but there are definitely some gotchas to be aware of. Being forewarned will help you keep those earnings maximized and keep you out of trouble. Here are the key risks and how to mitigate them. That free $300 bank bonus, it can quietly vanish if you're not careful, eaten alive by $15 monthly fees you didn't even realize were lurking in the fine print. Welcome to the hidden costs of bank bonus churning, the ones that can turn your easy win into a frustrating loss. The biggest pitfall is signing up for an account that quietly charges you a $10 to $15 monthly fee and not meeting the waiver requirements. If you leave an account open and inactive, you might see those fees start chipping away at your hard-earned bonus until it's gone. Always know the fee policy up front. You did this back in step 2 of the playbook outlined in the previous episode. Most accounts will waive the fee if you have a direct deposit or keep a minimum balance of, say, $500 to $1,500, or you have a $500 monthly deposit, depending on the bank. Either plan to meet those conditions or plan to close the account soon after the bonus posts. In short, don't let free money turn into a loss because of neglect. Set calendar reminders, if needed, to check for the fees. One advanced tactic that seasoned churners use to avoid monthly maintenance fees is to downgrade the account after earning the bonus. Many banks offer basic or no-frills checking accounts that don't have minimum balance requirements or monthly fees. Once your bonus posts, contact the bank and ask if you can convert your current account to one of these free versions. This way you can avoid fees without closing the account right away, which may help you stay eligible for future bonuses from the same bank. Think that $300 bank bonus is all yours? Not quite. Uncle Sam wants his cut, and if you're not planning ahead, tax season might hit harder than you expect. Yes, the government wants a piece of your bank bonus. Bank account bonuses are considered taxable income, just like interest earned on an account. Come tax time, you may receive a 1099 int from the bank if your bonuses plus any interest at that institution exceed $10 for the year. This surprises some people because, fun fact, credit card reward bonuses usually are not taxed, but bank cash promotions are. So be prepared to report the bonus as interest income. If you got, say, $300 and you're in the 22% tax bracket, you'll owe about $66 of it in taxes. That's still a great deal, just don't get caught off guard. This is not tax advice, but general info. Consult a tax professional if needed. Since bank bonuses are taxable income, they can sneak up on you at tax time, especially if you're earning several throughout the year. Most people don't withhold extra taxes from this kind of income. So if you're pulling in $1,000 or more in bonuses annually, you might need to make quarterly estimated tax payments to avoid a surprise tax bill or even a penalty come April. A good rule of thumb, set aside around 20 to 25% of your bonus money for taxes, or talk to a tax professional if you're unsure. You've probably heard of credit scores, but did you know banks are quietly scoring your banking behavior too? Open too many accounts too fast, and you could get shut out without warning. Yep, this is a sneaky risk of bank account churning that many beginners don't know. Banks track how many accounts you open and close via a reporting agency called ChexSystems, CHEX. It's like a credit report, but for bank accounts. If you start turbo churning and open a dozen accounts in a short time, some banks, especially smaller banks or credit unions, might see that on your check system report and decide that you're not worth the risk. They worry you might be a fraudster or you will be unprofitable for them. One veteran bonus hunter told Money Magazine, one of the things that seems risky to banks is how many accounts you're opening and closing. And indeed, after signing up for dozens of accounts, he now gets denied by certain banks due to his history. The denials mostly come from more conservative institutions like credit unions, whereas big national banks are usually more lenient. So how to avoid issues? Pace yourself. There's no official number of accounts that will trip you up, but as a rule of thumb, opening more than 5 new bank accounts in a single month or 10 plus in a year might start raising eyebrows. If you do get denied, it's not the end of the world. It doesn't affect your credit score or anything vital. It just means that particular bank said, no thanks. You can always try another bank or wait and try later. So to be safe, start slow and build up. Maybe skip applying for that tiny credit union bonus if you suspect that they're strict. Stick to the bigger fish who are actively courting new customers. The next risk to be aware of is new customer limitations. Remember that almost all these offers are for new clients, and I say that in quotes. If you already have an account at Bank X, you typically cannot get Bank X's new account bonus. Some banks even extend this to recent account holders. For example, if you've received a bonus from us in the past 24 months, you're ineligible. Keep track so that you don't waste time applying for an offer that you can't get. If you closed a bank account last year that had a bonus, you might need to wait out the specified period to be considered new again. The next risk in bank account bonus churning is failing to meet the exact requirements. If you miss the target, say you only deposited $490, but the requirement is $500, the bank won't pay the bonus and you've wasted your effort. The same goes if you forget to use the promo code or miss the 60-day window. Always record and double check your work. If the bonus requires direct deposits totaling $1,000, deposit a little extra to be sure. There's no real harm in overshooting by a little bit. If it says 2 direct deposits, do 3 just in case. Basically, cover your bases so there's no ambiguity, and save any confirmation emails or screenshots of the offer in case you need to nudge the bank if they don't pay out automatically. Some banks include a clause that if you close the account too quickly, like within 90 or 180 days of opening, they may not pay the bonus or they may even claw it back. This isn't super common, but it exists. For example, a bank might stipulate that the bonus will be reversed if the account is closed within 6 months. The easy way to handle this is to simply keep the account open or a fee-free version of it for that period. Or if you must close it, be aware that you might forfeit the bonus. So maybe just leave a few dollars in and close it later when you're allowed to. Again, the fine print will tell you if this is a condition. A $3,000 bonus might sound irresistible until you realize your money could have earned just as much sitting in a high-yield savings account. When banks dangle massive sign-up bonuses for big deposits, it's easy to get dollar signs in your eyes. But before you move $250,000 into a low-interest checking account just to snag a one-time payout, there's a critical concept to consider, which is opportunity cost. Sometimes you'll see eye-popping bonuses of up to $3,000 for large balances. Here's the catch. If you have to park $250,000 in a checking account for 3 months to get $3,000, you need to calculate if it's worth it. That $250,000 could be earning interest elsewhere. For instance, at a 4% APY savings account, 3 months of interest on $250,000 is about $2,500. The bonus nets you $3,000. So it's slightly better, but the effective yield isn't huge. Always weigh the opportunity cost. Compare what your money could earn in a high-yield account or investment versus the bonus payoff. For most of the smaller bonuses, this isn't a big deal. You're only moving a few $1,000s around. But for the large deposit offers, do the math. Sometimes it may actually make more sense to keep your cash in a 4% account than to chase a one-time bonus, depending on the terms. Time and hassle. While bank churning is not hugely time-consuming, opening an account might take 10 or 15 minutes online, managing multiple accounts does add some complexity to your financial life. There's the mental overhead of tracking various login credentials, keeping minimum balances, and remembering to close accounts. If you overextend, you might accidentally bounce a transaction or lose track of money in the shuffle. The way to avoid this is to stay within your organizational comfort zone. If you're a spreadsheet ninja and love optimizing, handling 10 accounts could be fun. If you're someone who struggles to keep track of just one checking account, it's okay to just do a couple of the easy ones and call it a day. Organization is your friend. Keep notes and stay on top of emails from the banks. Some bank bonus pro tips can actually get you blacklisted or worse. When it comes to bank bonus churning, bad advice is everywhere. In the world of bank bonus hunting, it's tempting to look for shortcuts, but some of the so-called hacks floating around online are downright dangerous. You might hear some sketchy tips out there, like trying to churn the same bank bonus repeatedly by using different addresses or identities. Don't do that. That's fraudulent and not worth the consequences. Also, don't overdraft or misuse accounts, thinking fees or interest don't matter because you'll close them. You could end up owing money or even getting reported to ChexSystems negatively. The legitimate strategy here doesn't require any trickery, just following the promotional rules. If a forum suggests a complicated loophole that sounds too good to be true, approach with caution. Stick to mainstream offers and honest methods. There are plenty of bonuses to be had without needing to game the system beyond what's allowed. To sum up this section, bank bonus churning is safe and profitable if you stay disciplined. Avoid fees, report your bonus on taxes, don't do too many account openings at once, and meet the terms precisely. If you can do those, you'll find the risks are very manageable. Many people churn bonuses for years without issues, beyond maybe a rejection or two on new accounts once they've done a ton of them. It's all about finding your comfort level. Quick question. If someone handed you $10,000 right now, would you know exactly what to do with it? Honestly, most people don't. And that uncertainty, well, that can cost you big time. So that's why I created something free just for you. Yes, F-R-E-E. And that is my Easy Mode Money Ladder. The Easy Mode Money Ladder is a simple step-by-step guide to help you figure out exactly what to do with your money and when. This is not a boring budget worksheet. This is a no fluff guide that tells you exactly when to build your emergency fund, how much to put in it, the best way to crush your debt, and the steps you need to take which aren't that complicated, to start growing real long-term wealth. All of this one simple step at a time. No matter where you are in your money journey, this guide is for you. It will help you plan your next money move with confidence. And did I mention that it's free? Yep, totally free and will always be free. If you want this guide, and I think you should, then go to my show notes and click on the link to my Stan store. That's simply my internet storefront where I give away this guide for free. Download it, follow it, and let's put your money on easy mode. Now, back to the show. So, after you've done a few bank bonuses, you've got the basics down, and you're hungry for more. What do the seasoned pros do to really maximize this hobby? In this section, we'll outline some advanced strategies and tips for those who want to take bank bonus churning to the next level. Even if you're a beginner, it's fun to hear what's possible. Stagger and stack bonuses smartly. One efficient tactic is to have multiple bonuses running in parallel, but staggered so they don't conflict. For example, if you can split your paycheck, you could be working on 2 different bank bonuses at the same time by directing part of your paycheck to Bank A and part to Bank B. Many employers allow splitting direct deposits into 2 or more accounts. So you might send, say, $500 of each paycheck to the bonus of the month account, while the rest goes to your main account. This way, you're simultaneously satisfying 2 banks' requirements without extending the time. Just be careful not to take on more than you can track. Maybe start with 2 at once and see how that feels before attempting 4 bonuses simultaneously. Leverage household churning. If you have a spouse or partner, you can double up many bonuses. Most offers are per person, not per household. That means if Bank XYZ is giving $300 for a new account, you can open one and your spouse can separately open one, and boom, you've effectively gotten $600 as a family. You can even often use the same direct deposit source if your pay or transfer can be split to both. This requires coordinating and each person keeping their account straight, but it's a quick way to multiply earnings. Some couples tag team by staggering who opens which bank when, so there's always a new bonus in progress for at least one of them. An additional pro tip is that sometimes one player or spouse can refer the other spouse for the offer, and both of them can get even more. Don't neglect savings and business account bonuses. We focused on personal checking accounts because they're the most common bonuses, but there are also promotions for savings accounts and business accounts. Savings account bonuses usually require depositing a larger sum because they know you can withdraw at any time. For example, an online bank might offer a $200 bonus if you deposit $20,000 in a high-yield savings and keep it for 3 months. These can be worthwhile if you have spare cash sitting around. You earn the bonus plus any interest, though sometimes the interest rate on these promo accounts might be lower than the best in the market. So weigh the opportunity cost like we discussed earlier. Business checking bonuses are another avenue. If you have a side hustle, a formal business, or even are willing to apply for a business account, some banks allow you to open as a sole proprietor using your name and social security number. There are bonuses like Chase's $500 for business accounts. Business accounts often have higher bonus amounts, but also higher requirements like larger deposits or more transactions. Business bank account bonuses can be a lucrative extension once you've tapped out many of the personal offers. Use reliable resources and communities. Expert churners swear by certain websites and forums that track the latest bank bonuses and share user experiences. One popular site, my personal favorite, is Doctor of Credit, which maintains an updated list of bank promotions and crowdsourced data on what has worked for each. There are also subreddits like r/churning and r/churning bank accounts where people discuss new deals and tips. Being plugged in can help you spot new opportunities early and learn from others. The types of things you can learn are things like whether Bank X counts an ACH transfer as a direct deposit or which bank promotions might be ending soon. Advanced churning is often about information, knowing which bank is worth your time and which to skip. Just remember to use these resources to supplement your own careful reading of the terms. Don't rely solely on someone's comment without verifying those details. Optimize your bonus funds rotation. As you get into a rhythm, you might set aside a dedicated pool of money that you use solely to cycle through bonus accounts. For instance, you could keep $5,000 that moves from bank to bank, fulfilling minimum balances or deposit requirements. One blogger started with $20,000 for bonuses, but found he could juggle most offers with as little as $10,000 moving around. The idea is to reuse the same money to trigger multiple bonuses over time. While one account is waiting out a 90-day period, you move other funds to the next account's requirement, and so on. This way, you're not tying up new money for each bonus. It's a revolving float that maximizes your return. Just take care not to accidentally overdraft when shuffling between accounts. Leave a cushion for any overlapping days. Track everything meticulously. High-level churners often have a spreadsheet that would make an accountant proud. They log each account's open date, requirements, bonus date, fee schedule, and closing date. Some even track the annualized return they got on the funds they used for each bonus. Yes, I am this type of nerd. For example, using $1,000 to get a $300 bonus in 3 months is like a 120% annualized return on that money. While you don't need to get that nerdy, having a good tracking system is the backbone of advanced churning. Missing a detail when you have 15 active accounts could mean a fee or a lost bonus, which can erase a lot of gains. Be strategic with account closures and reopenings. As you cycle through banks, note their policies on repeat bonuses. Some banks will let you get a new bonus after a certain cool-down period. For instance, maybe you got a bonus from Bank A 2 years ago, and by year 3, you might be eligible again as a new customer. Advanced churners sometimes recycle banks after enough time has passed. Keep an eye on the terms. Some offers explicitly say not available to previous customers with no time limit, but others might specify a time frame after which you can return. If a bank you churned before comes out with a rich new offer and you're eligible again, that's low-hanging fruit since you already know the process for that bank. I briefly mentioned this one before, but leverage referral bonuses whenever possible. A few banks have referral programs where if you refer a friend or a spouse, you get a bonus too. If you're doing this as a couple or have a buddy in on it, capitalize on those referrals. For example, if Bank Y gives $50 to you for referring someone and $50 to the new account holder, coordinate so that you refer your partner. Now the household has gained an extra $50 on top of the normal bonus. Not all banks do this, but some online banks and smaller institutions do, and it's a nice kicker. Now I wanted to mention this one because people ask about it. Mind your credit, but it should be fine. As I noted before, opening bank accounts should not impact your FICO score, since they usually don't involve a hard credit inquiry. Advanced churners often report that their credit score remains steady, which has been my experience. Just don't inadvertently apply for an actual credit product when you think you're applying for a checking account. A few bank accounts, especially those that come with overdraft lines or something like that, might do a hard pull, but these are rare and usually indicated in the application's fine print. If you're concerned, just do a quick web search of bank name checking account hard pull ? This will usually reveal if others have seen a credit hit. Generally, mainstream banks do not do any hard pulls for deposit accounts. All right, to sum up the advanced section, it's about efficiency and scaling up. Once you're comfortable with one bonus at a time, you can try 2 or 3 concurrently. Incorporate your partner or your business and use online communities to cherry pick the best deals. Just remember, even the pros eventually face diminishing returns. You might run out of new banks to tap or need to pause if ChexSystem starts causing you denials. That's okay. Even if you do this aggressively for a year or two and then slow down, you could bank a significant sum. Are you still making minimum payments and getting nowhere on your pile of debt? Let's change that. If your credit card balance feels like a boss fight that you just can't win, well, I made something for you. It's called the Easy Mode Guide to Destroy Your Debt, and it gives you the exact plan to break free. In this 23-page guide, we'll bust through common myths, learn step-by-step strategies, and you'll discover how to pay off your debt faster, without shame, overwhelm, or giving up everything that you enjoy. Whether you're into the snowball method, the avalanche method, or have no idea what either of those mean, this guide is for you. If you're ready to finally start paying down your debt, then this guide speaks plain English and delivers results. It's just $19.99 and it's available in my storefront. If you click the link down below to enter my stand store, you'll see a big green button to purchase the guide. Please don't let another month slip by with no progress. Hit pause on this video, scroll down to the show notes, and click the link to download this guide. Now back to the show. Okay, you've listened to the strategy and now it's time for a little action. Don't worry, we're not opening 10 accounts tonight or anything crazy. This homework assignment should take you less than 30 minutes. Find one bank bonus offer that you might want to pursue and map out the steps you'd need to take to get it. Here's how I do it in under 30 minutes. Step 1, go to a bank promotion aggregator like Doctor of Credit, or just Google best bank bonuses for the current month and year. Find an offer that fits your situation. Maybe it's a $200 to $300 bonus at a bank you've heard of with requirements that you know you can meet. Step 2 is to read the summary of the requirements for that one offer. Jot it down in a notebook or a notes app. For example, Bank X bonus of $200 requires $500 direct deposit within 60 days. Account must stay open 90 days. No fees if I keep a balance of $150. And step 3 is to write out a short plan for yourself to actually do it. For example, I will open Bank X online this weekend using the promo code. I'll switch half of my paycheck for the next 2 pay periods to this account to meet the requirement. I'll note the date by which I should get the $200 bonus. I'll keep $150 in it to avoid fees, then decide in October if I want to close it. You don't have to open the account yet if you're not ready. The goal is just to go through the motions of finding and understanding one offer. This little exercise will make you more comfortable with the idea. And who knows, you might identify an easy $200 waiting for you that you actually go ahead and grab. Please comment wherever you're watching or listening and let me know how your research goes. By completing this homework, you will have demystified the process for yourself. It won't be just an idea anymore. You'll have a concrete example in hand. And that first step is often the hardest. You got this. So there you have it, bank account bonus churning in all its glory. The key takeaway from today, free money from banks is real, and with a bit of planning and organization, you can claim some of it. Banks are fighting for customers, so take advantage of it if it fits your life. Even if you just do one bonus ever, that's a couple $100 for maybe an hour of work. Not bad. Now, a quick reality check as we wrap up. Churning bank bonuses is a great side strategy, but it's not a substitute for the fundamentals of financial health. Make sure any money you move around for bonuses is money you're not depending on for bills or emergencies in the short term. And don't neglect things like maintaining a budget or building real savings just to chase these promotions. Think of this as a fun, profitable hobby, one that can supplement your income, but it's not a get-rich-quick scheme because it's not that quick. It's methodical. If you enjoyed this episode, please follow or subscribe to the podcast. I have plenty more practical money hacks and tips in the pipeline, and I don't want you to miss out. If you found value here, consider sharing this episode with a friend who's always looking for ways to earn extra cash. They'll thank you when they get their first bank bonus. And hey, I'd love to hear your success stories or questions. If you've churned a bank account or plan to try, let me know how it goes. And leave a rating or review if you're feeling generous. It really helps others discover the show. I hope you're walking away feeling empowered to make some easy money on the side and a little savvier about why your bank is so eager to hand you $300. See ya!
Thanks for listening to your Money on Easy Mode. If you enjoyed this episode, then please subscribe and share it with a friend.